Good morning, students. Today in this lecture, we will discuss about the segmentation in digital image processing. So, first of all, we will discuss about the image segmentation. Image processing, or more especially digital image processing, is a process by which digital image is using a set of algorithm. So, it involves a simple level task like noise removal, to common tasks like identifying the object, person text, to more complicated tasks like image classifications, emotion detection segmentation, etc. So, with the growth of artificial intelligence algorithm and its ecosystem, digital image processing uses neural networks has become popular in recent times. It has a wide variety of applications like area, security, bank, military, agriculture, law enforcement, and manufacturing and medical applications. So first of all, we will see about the segmentation. So digital image is made up of a various components and that components must be analyzed. So we can say that for simplicity, analysis performed on such components can reveal a lot of hidden information from them. So this information can help us address a plethora of business problems. So which is one of the many end goals that are linked with the image processing. So image segmentation is the process by which a digital image is partitioned into various subgroups of pixels called image objects, which can reduce the complexity of the image and thus analyzing the image becoming simpler. So that is basically we have divided our all image is into subgroups, and these subgroups we have to call it as a image objects, and that which can reduce the complexity of the image. So by dividing in subgroups, it is very easy for analyzing the components comfortably. So we use various image segmentation algorithm to split and group a certain set of pixels together from the image. So by doing so, we are actually assigning a labels to pixels, and pixels with the same label fall under a category where they have some or other thing common in them. So by using these levels, we can specify the boundaries, draw lines, and separate the most required objects in an image from the rest of the not so important ones. In the below example from a main image on the left, we try to get the major components, chair, table, and hence all the chairs are colored uniformly. So in the next tab, we have detected the instant which talk about individual objects, and hence the all the chairs have different colors. So that is basically we have to perform or analysis the our subgroups into the according to our targets. So this is how different methods of segmentation of images work in varying degrees of complexity and yield the different level of outputs. So first of all, we will see what about the need for image segmentation and value propositions. The concept of partitioning, dividing, fetching, and then labeling, and later using that information to train various ML models have indeed addressed numerous business problems. So, in this section, let's try to understand what problems are solved by image segmentation. So, that is basically we will discuss about this one. A facial recognition system implements image segmentation, identifying an employee and enabling them to mark their attendance automatically. So that is also a segmentation part of segmentation. This is the application. Segmentation in image processing is used in medical surgery for efficient and faster diagnosis, detaching diseases, tumors and cells and tissues patterns from various medical imagery generated from the radiography MRI, endoscopy, thermography, and ultrasonography. So these are the different phenomena in which we have to take some images of our body parts, and doctors can be easily diagnose our problems. These satellite images are proceed to identify the various patterns, objects, geographical contours, soil informations, which can be later used for agriculture, mining, geosensing. So that is also applicable in different areas. So image segmentation has a massive applications area in robotics like RPA, self-driving cars. Security images can be proceed to detect harmful objects, threats, people, and incidents. Image segmentation implementation in Python, MATLAB, and other languages are extensively employed for the process. A very interesting case I stumbled upon, that a certain food processing factory on the television where tomatoes on a fast moving conveyor belt were being inspected by a computer. So it was talking high speed images from a suitable placed camera, and it was passing instructions to a suction robot which was pick up rotten ones, unripe ones, basically damaged tomatoes, and allowing the good ones to pass on. So image segmentation is very widely implemented in Python along with other classical languages like MATLAB, C, C++. So more likely, so image segmentation in Python has been the most sought after skill in the data science stack. So now here we will discuss about the types of image segmentation. So first one is the approach. Whenever one tries to take a bird's eye view of the image segmentation task, one gets to observe a crucial process that happens here, object identifications. So any simple to complex applications areas, everything is based out of object detection. Detection is made possible because the image segmentation algorithm tried to, if we put it in Bayes' terms, collect similar pixels together and separate out dissimilar pixels. So this is done by following two approaches based on image properties. So we can also see similarities detection. So this is the region approach. So this fundamental approach relies on detecting similar pixels in image based on a threshold region growing, region spreading, and region merging. So machine learning algorithms like clustering relies on this approach of similarities detections on an unknown set of features. So does classification, which detects similarity based on a predefined, a known set of features. Now that one is the discontinuity detection. So that is also called as a boundary approach. So this is a stark opposite of similarity detection approach where the algorithm rather searches for discontinuity. Image segmentation algorithm like age detections, point detections, line detections follows this approach where edges get detected based on the various matrices on of discontinuity like intensity. So that is the various edges versus reason methods. Second, the type of techniques based on two approaches. There are various forms of techniques that are applied in design of image segmentation algorithm. These techniques are employed based on the type of image that needs to be processed and analyzed, and they can be classified into three broader categories. Structural segmentation technique. So these sets of algorithm require us to firstly know the structural information about the image under the scanner. So that is basically structural segmentation technique. This can include the pixels, pixel densities, distributions, histograms, and color distribution. So second, we need to have the structural information about the region that we are about to fetch from the image. And this section deals with identifying our target area, which is highly specific to the business problem that we are trying to solve. Similarity based approach will be followed in these set of algorithms. Second one is the stochastic segmentation technique. So in these group of algorithm, the primary information that is required for them is to know the discrete pixel values of the full image rather than pointing out the structure of the required portion of the image. So this proves to advantages in the case of a larger group of images where a high degree of uncertainty exists in terms of the required object within a object. So ANN and machine learning based algorithm that use k-means make such of this approach. Now we come to the hybrid techniques. So as the name suggests, these algorithms for image segmentation make use of a combination of structural method and stochastic methods. So use both the structural information of a region as well as the discrete pixel information of the image. Now we will see about the image segmentation techniques. So based on the image segmentation approaches and type of processing that is needed to be incorporated to attain a goal, we have the following techniques for image segmentation. First one is the threshold method. Second one is the age based segmentation. Third is the region based segmentation, clustering based segmentation, watershed based method, and artificial neural network based segmentation. So these are the types of our segmentation. So now we can see one by one. So first of all, threshold method. So that is focuses on finding peak value based on the histogram of the image to find the similar pixels. Advantage doesn't require complicated pre-processing. Simple. Many details can get omitted. Threshold errors are common. Now we will focus to the age-based method. Based on discontinuity detection, unlike similarity detection, good for images having better contrast between the objects. Not suitable for noisy images. Now, third one is the region-based method based on partitioning an image into homogeneous regions. Works really well for images with a considerate amount of noise. Can take user markers for faster evaluation, time and memory consumed. The disadvantage of this method is which method? Time-based method. Now we will again move to the traditional segmentation algorithm. Divides image into k number of homogeneous, mutually exclusive clusters, hence obtaining objects. Proven methods reinforced with fuzzy logic and more useful for real-time applications. And deterministic cost function for minimizing can be difficult. Watershed method based on topological interpretation of image boundaries. Segments obtained are more stable, detected boundaries are distinct. Gradient calculation for ridges is complex. Neural network based on deep learning algorithm, conventional neural network, easy implementation, no need for following any complicated algorithm. Ready-made libraries available in Python, more practical. So that is a neural network based. Training the model for custom and business images is time consuming and resource costly. So these are the methods which we have to opt for segmentation. So one by one we will describe the working scenario of our segmentation methods. So first one is the threshold method. So this is perhaps the most basic and yet powerful technique to identify the required object in an image. Based on the intensity, pixels in an image get divided by comparing the pixels intensity with the threshold value. The threshold method proves to be advantageous when objects in the image in question are assumed to be having more intensity than the background and unwanted components of the image. You can see our images. At its simpler level, the threshold value T is considered to be constant, but that approach may be futile considering the amount of noise that image contains. So we can either keep it constant or change it dynamically based on the image properties and thus obtain better results. So based on that, the thresholding is of the following state. So first of all, we will see about the simple thresholding. This technique replaces the pixels in an image with either black or white. If the intensity of pixel at position ij is less than the threshold, then we replace that with a black, and if it is more, then we replace that with white. So this is a binary approach to thresholding. Now we will again second method, Otsu's binaryization. Okay. So in global thresholding, we had used an arbitrary value for threshold value and it remains a constant. The major thing is here that how can we divide and determine the correctness of the selected threshold. A simpler but rather inept method is to be trial and see the error. But on contrary, let's us take an image whose histogram has two peaks, one for the background and one for the foreground. According to binarization, for that image, we can approximately take a value in the middle of those tasks as the threshold value. So, and simply put, it automatically calculates a threshold value from image histogram for a bimodal image. The disadvantage here, however, is for images that are not biomodal. The image histogram has multiple peaks or one of the classes peaks present has high variance. So in this method, we have used the document scans, removing unwanted colors from a document and pattern recognition. Now, adaptive threshold. So, a global value as threshold value may not be good in all the conditions where an image has different backgrounds and foreground lighting conditions in different actionable areas. So, we need an adaptive approach that can change the threshold for various components of the image. So the algorithm divides the image into various smaller portions and calculates the threshold for those portions of the image. Hence, we obtain different threshold for different regions of the same image. This in turn gives us better results for images with varying illumination. The algorithm can automatically calculate the threshold value. The threshold value can be mean of neighborhood area or it can be weighted sum of neighborhood values where weights are a Gaussian window. A window functions to define regions. Now another method is the age-based segmentation method. Age detection is the process of locating ages in an image, which is a very important step towards the understanding the image features. It is believed that age consists of meaningful features and contains the significant information, and it significantly reduces the size of image that will be processed and filters out information that may be regarded as less relevant, preserving and focusing solely on the important structural properties of an image for a business problem. Age-based segmentation algorithm work to detect the ages in an image based on various discontinuities in gray level, color, texture, brightness, saturation, contrast. To further enhance the result, supplementary processing steps must follow to concatenate all the edges into eight chains that correspond better with the borders in the image. So this is the edges based segmentation. The age detection algorithm fall primarily into two categories: gradient based methods and gray histograms. So basic age detection operators like Sobel operators, Kenny, robots, variable are used in these algorithms. So these operators aid in detecting the age discontinuities and hence mark the age boundaries. The end goal is to reach at least a partial segmentation using this process where we group all the local edges into a new binary image where all edges chains that match the required existing objects or image parts are present. Now, region based segmentation. So, the region based segmentation methods involve the algorithm creating the segmentation by dividing the image into various components having similar characteristics. So, these components simply put are nothing but a set of pixels. So, region based image segmentation technically initially search for some seed points, either smaller parts or considerable bigger chunks in the input. The next certain approaches are employed either to add more pixels to the seed points or further diminish or shrink the seed point to smaller segments and merge with other smaller points. So hence there are two basic techniques employed on this method. First one is the region GUI. button to up method where we begin with a smaller set of pixels and start accumulating or iteratively merging it based on certain predetermined similarities constants. The reason growth algorithm starts with choosing an arbitrary seed pixels in the image and compare it with its neighboring pixels. Now, if there is a match or similarity in the neighboring pixels, they are added to the initial seed pixels and thus increasing the size of the region. When we reach the saturation and hereby the growth of that region cannot be proceed further, the algorithm now chooses another seed pixels, which necessarily does not belong to any region that currently exists and start the process again. Reason growing methods often achieve effective segmentation that corresponds well to the observed ages. But sometimes when algorithm lets a region grow completely before trying other seeds, that usually biases the segmentation in favor of the regions which are segmented first. To contour this effect, most of the algorithm begin with the user inputs of similarities first. No single reason is allowed to determine to dominate and grow completely, and multiple reasons are allowed to grow simultaneously. The reason growth also a pixel based algorithm like thresholding, but major differences is thresholding extracts a large region based out of similar pixels from anywhere in the image, whereas region growth extracts only adjacent pixels. So region growing techniques are preferable for noisy images where it is highly difficult to detect the edges. The reason is splitting and merging. So the splitting and merging based segmentation methods use two basic techniques done together in conjunction. Reason splitting and reason merging for segmenting an image. So splitting involves iteratively dividing an image into regions having similar characteristics, and merging employs combining the adjacent regions that are somewhat similar to each other. A region split, unlike the region growth, considers the entire input image as the area of business interest. Then it would try matching a known set of parameters or predefined similarities constraints and picks up all the pixel area matching the criteria. This is a divide and conquers method as opposed to region growth algorithm. Now the above process is just one half the process. After performing the split process, we will have many similarities marked regions scattered all across the image pixels, meaning the final segmentation will contain scattered clusters of neighbors regions that have identical or similar properties. To complete the process, we need to perform merging, which after each split, which compares adjacent regions and if required based on similarities degrees, it merges them. So such algorithms are called split merge algorithm. Now fourth one is the clustering based segmentation method. So clustering algorithms are unsupervised algorithm, unlike classification algorithm, where the user has no predefined set of features, classes, or groups. So clustering algorithm helps in fetching the underlying hidden informations from the data like structures, clusters and groupings that are usually known from a heuristic point of view. The clustering based techniques segment the image into clusters or disjoint groups of pixels with similar characteristics. By the virtue of basic data clustering property, the data elements get split into the clusters such that elements in same cluster are more similar to each other as compared to other clusters. Some of the more efficient clustering algorithms, such as k-means, improved k-means, fuzzy c-mean, and improved fuzzy c-mean algorithm, are being widely used in the clustering-based approach. The k-means clustering is chosen for popularly method because of its simplicity and computational efficiency. The improved k-means algorithm can minimize the number of iterations usually involved in a k-means algorithm. FCM algorithm allows data points, pixels in our case, to belong to multiple classes with varying degree of membership. The slower processing time of an FCM is overcome by improved FCM. This is the massive value add of clustering based ML algorithm is that we can measure the quality of the segments that get generated by using several statistical parameters such as that is the given to you. Silhouette coefficients and rand index. Now next one is the k-means clustering. So k-means is a one of the simplest unsupervised learning algorithm that can address the clustering problem in general. The process follows a simple and easy way to classify a given image through a certain number of clusters which are fixed approach. The algorithm actually starts at this point where the image space is divided into the k pixels, representing k groups centroids. So now each of the object is then assigned to the group based on its distance from cluster. So when all the pixels are assigned to all the clusters, the centroid now move and are reassigned. These steps repeat until the centroids can no longer be shifted. So at the convergence of this algorithm, we have area within which image segmented into K. So groups where the constitute pixels show some levels of similarity. Fuzzy C means. The K means, as discussed in the previous section, allows for dividing and grouping together the pixels in the image that have certain degree of similarities. So one of the striking features in K means is that the groups and their members are completely mutually exclusive. A fuzzy C means clustering technique allows the data points, in our case, the pixels, to be clustered in more than one cluster. In other words, a group of pixels can belong to more than one cluster or group that can have the similar levels of associativity per group. The FCM algorithm has an optimization function associated with it, and convergence of the algorithm depends on the minimization of this function. So at the convergence of this algorithm, we have areas within the image segmented into C groups where constituent pixels inside a group show more level of similarities, and also they will have a certain degree of association with other groups as well. Now fifth one is the water based method. So watershed based method. So watershed is a rich approach, also a reason based method, which allows the concept of topological interpretation. We consider the analogy of geographic landscape with ridges and valleys for various components of the image. The slope and elevation of the set topography are distinctly quantified by the gray value of the respective pixel. So that is called as a gradient magnitude. So that is based on this 3D representation, which is usually followed by the earth landscapes. The watershed transform, decomposes an image into the regions that are called catchment basins. For each local minimum, a catchment basin comprises all pixels whose path of the sleep test descent of gray values determines at this minimum. So this is the overlapping part. In a simple of understanding, the algorithm considers the pixels as a local topography elevations, often initializing itself from user-defined marker. So then the algorithm defines something called the basins, which are minima points, and hence basins are flooded from the markers until basins meet on the watershed lines. So the watersheds that are so formed here, they are separate basins from each other. And hence the pictures get decomposed because we have pixels assigned to each such region or watershed. Now, last one is the artificial neural network based segmentation. So, the approach of using image segmentation using neural network is often referred to as the image recognition. So, it uses AI to automatically process and identify the component of an object like objects, faces, text, and handwritten. Convolution neural network are especially used. There is a So that is basically we are using convolution neural network for this process because of their design to identify and process high definition image data. An image based on approach used is considered either a set of vectors, color animated polygons, or a raster, a table of pixels with numerical values for color. So the vector or raster is turned into simpler components that represent the constituent physical objects and features in an image. The computer vision systems can logically analyze these constructs by extracting and the most important sections and then by organizing data through the feature extraction algorithm and classification of algorithm. So that is basically a diagram. Multispectral image, masked channel, infrared channel 2, channel 3, RGB. Now these algorithms are widely used in variety of industries and applications. E-commerce industry uses it for providing the relevant products to users for their search requirements and browsing history. The manufacturing industry uses it for the anomaly detections, detecting damaged objects, ensuring worker safety. Image recognition is famously used in education and training for visual impaired, speech impaired students. So, although neural networks are are time consuming when it comes to training the data. So the end results have been very promising and the applications of these has been highly successful. Now implementation and prerequisiting. So image processing in general have been implemented in the various programming language Java, Matplotlib, C++, with its functional nature of modulatory, vers- versatile implementations and uses in data science stack, science learning and deep learning. So Python also has robust library to implement different techniques employed in image segmentation. So Python libraries like Slitted Image and OpenCV, Mahotos, Pillows, Matplot library, Simple LPK, etc. are famously used to implement image processing in general and image segmentation. So using the Python, libraries are a simpler way of implementation and it doesn't demand any complicated requirement prior to the implantation. So except of course a basic knowledge in Python programming and pandas. So to have more control over the black box like library that are used in this process, one needs to have certain basic skills. So probability and statistics, machine learning is one of the primary requirement for the stack in general and also for the segmentation in image processing. So good knowledge of differential equations, linear algebra and calculus gives the reinforced control over the pre-processing steps involved in the image segmentation. Working knowledge of neural network, especially the convolutional neural network, is essential for the ANN implementation of image processing and segmentation in the image processing and classification method. If one wants to have custom implementation of the image processing and segmentation algorithm in a lower level language like C++ or be it be Python, a basic knowledge of digital image processing is required, and this is majorly required for noise removal, identifying contours, generating histograms, a process that is also pre-implemented in some of the libraries as mentioned above. So basically, image segmentation is a promising set of skills from deep learning as it has an important role to play in medical imaging and various organizations are striving to build an effective system for proactive diagnosis from medical images. One of the distinct and famous applications can be seen in cancer cell detection system where image segmentation provided the pivotal in faster detection of image tissues and cells from the image and hence enabling the doctors in providing the timely treatment. The manufacturing industry now highly relies on the image recognition techniques to detect the anomalies which usually escape human eyes, hence increasing the efficiency of the product. So image segmentation implementation using the Python is widely sought after the skills and much training is available for the same. So one needs to have a good hold of both the traditional algorithm for image processing and also the neural network implementation. So with Python, the implementation is lucid and can be done with minimum code and efforts. So that's the advantage and disadvantage of using DIP segmentation methods. So advantage of using these methods are that they are simple and efficient in case of clustering algorithm, theoretically derived in case of the other segmentation method, which is not in the case of the CNN and DL methods. In theoretically derived methods, we can easily see the hidden details and what features are contributing to the outcome we are getting. Or, in other words, these methods are able to answer the questions why we are getting this output. So, which is not answerable in CNN or DL methods yet. So, what about the disadvantage? So, it has been seen that applying the DIP methods to a particular kind of data set don't generalize well to another similar kind of data set. For example, if we are applying and build image segmentation pipeline to segment Indian cloths out of a person, then The same pipeline may not work to the segment African or American people's cloth. So this is due to the fact that selection and implementation of the DIP methods are highly customized according to the target data set, and no parameter learning is done as in case of ML and DL. So that's all in our segmentation. So now we will see some objective questions. State that is performed before color processing. So that is a very much stage we have to know the basic concepts of these. In second one is the after compression, which steps we have to follow. So that is all we have in series of our image processing lectures. So we have to what type things you have to learn so that you have can choose the right answer. So what is the basic extracting image components? Those are useful tools. So what about the following steps? What about the full form of JPEG? Uh, Another one is a step of processing, assigning a label to a object based on the description is done. So that is the different objective questions that you can done. So okay, thank you.